You know, throughout all the mythologies that we've covered on the channel, there are some really awesome gods that it would be amazing to be, but when you can be the god of time, portal, darkness, or just these extremely powerful things, in essence, or just extremely useful things, in essence, there's got to be a few gods that had some pretty unfortunate powers or things to reside over. Like Sterculius, the Roman god of feces. He saw that fields were properly supported with manure. The Romans had a god for pretty much everything, and whilst you could argue that Sterculius being a god of feces is a stretch, because stercus was the Roman word for fertilizer and not, excrement. He was related or connected to Picus in some way, according to some, and whilst most seem to agree that he was a demigod and a son of Saturnus, he became a woodpecker after ignoring the advances of a certain witch. To even be somehow related to poop is a sucky thing, so Sterculius. But you have to wonder, how much does a god like Sterculius compare to a goddess that enjoys eating mud, or a goddess of eating mud? Telazoteot. She was a goddess of sin and was called goddess of dirt, she who eats dirt, being sin, because dirt was equated with sin, so you can see where they were going with this. She was a goddess of purification, showing off a duality, but eating dirt symbolized the consumption of sin after a person confessed and therefore purified it. She was also given offerings of liquid gold and divine waste, which was really holy poop. And well, the liquid gold was... I think you can get at what the liquid gold was. This god was either Mayan or Aztec. Chinamusktucker. Her name means severed head, and she can be seen naked or almost naked with provocative bodies not too far behind. She removes her own head with a sword and takes it with her in one hand. Streams of blood pour out of her neck, with one stream spurting into her mouth and the other two feeding her female allies. She was created by the goddess Durga, a goddess of war. But even so, being a goddess with no head, even if it is your own fault, your own doing, sucks enough. But then having a constant supply of her own blood to feed in, even if you are enjoying it, by modern standards, would still suck. Well, I suppose she was a god of war and victory, and, well, if most people can be taken down by cutting off their heads, if you cut off your own head, you're showing the enemy that, well, you're not going to be very easy or pleasant to take down. But then the trade-off to that is that you have no head on your shoulders, and people like heads on their shoulders, gods like heads on their shoulders, so today though, nobody likes war or conflict, and I can't think of too many people that would enjoy the thought of potential injury, mental or physical, or worse, the loss of life, because, again, nobody really wants to die, right? I'm sure that even the Norse people took comfort in the promises of their beliefs, with a jolly time in Valhalla, but secretly a part of them dreaded the deed of death, for the most part. Next up was going to be a goddess called Sheela from Celtic mythology, but she was the entire reason why I had to take down this video in the first place yesterday and not post it, so instead I'm just going to mention her name and that's it. Next up we have Cardea. She's a fairly important goddess who protected children and the family, preventing evil spirits from crossing the thresholds of houses. People would hang hawthorn over the cradles of babies, as it was believed that they would dissuade screech owls from swooping in and taking the child. Screech owls apparently didn't like hawthorn. The owls were witches in disguise who sucked the blood out of careless children, so you can imagine why people would want to protect their children from such things. In one legend, the goddess banishes vampires from a child's room, removing his illness as well. So Cardea is a pretty useful goddess to have around for a goddess of door hinges. The door hinges were purified, and a sow was sacrificed in the child's place. She was also the wife of Janus, who might have been the one responsible for giving her the status of goddess of door hinges, thanks to the fact that he adored her so much. But even still, Janus, goddess of door hinges, really? There could have been plenty of other things you could have given her to show off your affections, but no, you choose door hinges, because door hinges really is very easy to respect. I agree. It's such a shame. I mean, can you imagine being the goddess of door hinges, even though you have all of these cool powers that you can do? Door hinges. Guess you'd be useful if you ever run into a broken door. So there's that as well. Anyways, that was the video for today. I hope that you did enjoy. If you think there are worse gods that exist that have worse things that they reside over, go ahead and post those in the comment section below. I'll go ahead and pin the one that I think is the best, or the one that gets the most likes. So go ahead and don't forget to vote on the ones that you think are cool in the comments as well. And of course, if you enjoyed the video, go ahead and subscribe to the channel. But until the next video, have a very good day. I have been Pride, and I'll see you guys in the next one. Bye-bye.